I was lost, man. I was angry. I was drug addicted. I was out of control. You know, I carried a gun on me all the time. I wasn't afraid to use it. You know, I was a drug addict for 17 years. I was a patch member of one of the biggest bike gangs in Australia. I completely lost any remorse. I didn't have guilt. My father died all of a sudden, and I started to feel guilt for the first time in a long, long time, and it unraveled me. I got so out of control that one day I would walk into my own club and be deemed too out of control for my own club. I was left broken in many ways, physically, mentally, emotionally, very broken, about as broken as you can get a human. You know, I had this moment where I almost killed myself. I couldn't take it anymore, and this was my lowest of lows. I put the gun to my head and I went to pull the trigger, and in that moment, God intervened. That was my moment where I thought, you know what, I need help. When I got to the rehab, you know, I was an extremely angry, very violent, you know, drug addicted man who's just come out of 17 years of crime. You know, it wasn't until about 6 weeks in that probably the most profound moment of my life happened. This lady who I'd never met before walks out of the chapel. "Excuse me, mate, you need to come in, chapel's about to start." And I just turned around and went, "Rack off!" Like, just snapped, man. Like, she's cool as God, just gone, "Okay." And she's walked back into the chapel. And one of the guys have come up to me and said, "Matty, do you know who that is, man?" I go, "He goes, man, that's the boss's wife." And I just went, oh no. And what she did next changed my life. She walks back out. She goes, "Mate, can I give you a hug?" I said, "You what? What do you want to hug me for?" She goes, "Oh, because I love you, mate." I said, "What?" And she just grabbed me, man, and she pulled me close. You know, I mean, I'm exploding. I mean, I'm not just a few tears. I mean, it was an explosion, you know. I was like, wow. This amazing woman, Rachel McDonald, her husband, Marcus McDonald, who was the project manager at the program at the time. You know what they did? Marcus came up to me and said, "Matty, we want to send you to the Hillsong conference." You know, I'll never forget it, man. The greatest day of my life. It was a Monday, and it was 2014 Hillsong conference. And I walk in to the arena for the first time, and there's people packed to the rafters, man. I mean, as far as I could see, people with their hands in the air, you know, tears in their eyes, praising God. And I'd always, you know, I'd heard about, people would refer about the presence of God and, you know, God being present and all this sort of stuff. I never understood that until this day. My friend's trying to tap me, going, "How good's this?" And I couldn't talk. I mean, I couldn't speak. Literally felt God standing there with me. And, you know, I felt God talk to me, man. And the call to salvation came, and I wasn't looking left or right or behind me, man. I mean, I was looking up at the sky, and I wasn't just throwing one hand up. I mean, I had both hands up, screaming at the top of my lungs. I was on my tippy toes going, "Yes, yes, I want that," you know? And it was the greatest moment of my life, man. And, you know, that day, the hands went up and the chains came off. So I graduated from the program, the Drilling Transformation Centre. You know, I've started speaking in schools. I just love it, man. You know, I've been so blessed to travel all of Asia and the country, speaking in churches and sharing my testimony. That's definitely my future, man, is you know, seeing people get set free.